Hi, I'm just getting, usually do the Instagram one first, but let me get that going here. Uh, so it'll be quick today. I just have a thought to share with my cup of coffee. Let me see. I don't know if the chat is working today, so I might not see you because I saw a little error message pop up that said, I got to finish my title. Cup of Hope with Ginny. Add title. Go live. Yeah, Instagram you can't. I just have it over here. So, good morning, Instagram. So, who has a cup of coffee? And, hi, Lisa. I can see the chat. Cool. It gave me an error message saying that the chat wasn't working and the engineers were working on it. So, I just didn't think I would see anybody's messages. But I have Traverse City Cherry with oat milk in it. And I was watching a movie last night, a cringe mom movie, my kids call it, because I don't have to pay attention. They're silly movies, and they're just all lovey-lovey and whatever. But at the very, very end of the movie, the guy is talking about the whole experience, right? And he says, life is a summary of choices. And I was like, wow, that was really profound for a silly movie like this. But he's right. And then what popped into my head, and I was like, okay, I got to write my newsletter. And because he said that, I was like, oh, well, Forrest Gump said, life is like a box of chocolates. Although he actually said life is a box of chocolates. I guess he did not say like. I'll have to listen to it to see. But somebody on it is yummy. You don't have your coffee yet. Oh, you got to grab your coffee. I got to have my coffee. I got to drink my coffee anyway. So I decided to start doing a few lives like this with you and have coffee. It only takes like 10 minutes. I think the longest one was 20 minutes just because we got chatting. But anyway, so life is a box of chocolates, he says. Is it? And what does that really mean? Now, I tied it in with, we have choices, which I'll tie into because I really want to come back to that because I was thinking about that. And in one of my personal development books, it was actually the last chapter. You know how these things pop up in your brain, and it's that reticular activating system, whatever it's called. I'm probably saying it wrong, but you notice things, right? And yesterday's theme was choices. I was seeing it everywhere. So obviously I had to talk about it. Anyway, so you get this box of chocolates, right? This is what else popped into my head. But when I was a kid, and by the way, before I go into this, make sure you subscribe because I don't do these consistently. I should, but I don't. I just pop in on the mornings when I have something to say, number one. And number two, when I have a minute to have a cup of coffee. Sometimes I get up a little late, I'm a little lazy. And sometimes I'm rushing out the door. But on a morning like this was a good morning. I got my meditation in. I did not get a workout in, but that's okay. I'll get it in later. And I'm getting my coffee in. So I'm babbling. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lisa, those mornings with your kids are precious and they're crazy. They're crazy and they grow up fast. Mine are teens. Well, one's in college now, so my teenager takes care of herself. I don't have to do anything for her. She drives herself to school. So yeah, I'm beyond that now, but I remember those crazy days. I have some stories. You just gave me an idea. I might have to write about that one morning. Anyway, there's lots of those one mornings when the kids are just crazy. Oh my gosh. Fun though. Enjoy it. I know it feels stressful at the time, but when you look back, you'll miss it. Anyway, so when I was a kid, I was telling this story there's two kid stories. One was in my newsletter about the maple creams that my dad used to bring me. I was his princess, so he'd bring me home a prize. But like Christmas and Easter, my mom would get these little, Valentine's Day was those little heart ones with the little chocolates in. And there was a little map on the cover. It would tell you what the flavors were. So you just had to pick what flavor you wanted. It was a choice. So when I first saw Forrest Gump and he said that, I was like, okay, then it's choices. That's what I was thinking. But he's saying you never know what you're going to get because his box of chocolates didn't have a map. And most of them don't. Like the ones I get my daughter at the specialty chocolate shop, she's my princess, right? So I get her special chocolates. Of course, I do pick out her favorite flavor and get the whole box of favorite flavors. So I guess it's not, you never know what you're going to get with her, right? But when you buy the variety, you don't know what you're going to get. They're just little lumps of chocolate and you don't know what's on the inside. It could be one of those marshmallow cream ones, which are okay. Could be the maple cream, which are my favorite and my daughter's favorite. It could be the turtles you can spot, right? Because those look like turtles. They have the nuts and you can see it. So you never know what you're going to get. But you have choices. Which brings me to the whole point. Every moment of our lives, and this is what I was thinking about, every moment of our lives is a choice. And here's another little story. My son likes to downhill bike, okay? And I went to an event to watch him downhill bike. It's crazy. And these fans are interesting people. So I met some interesting people standing on the hill waiting for him to come down. This lady, it was really interesting, but I got in this conversation with this lady and she was telling me about personal development and I'm like, we meet so many cool people. Anyway, she was telling me that she started a website and I went over there. I even signed up for her newsletter, but I see that she doesn't actually write a newsletter. I do, so get on mine. And what did she say? It was called Pause, Breathe, Proceed. Those were the 3 words she used. And it did strike me because I was like, yeah, you're absolutely right. Rather than just jumping in and just flying by the seat of your pants, right? Which is fun sometimes. But what if we took a moment before we reacted? Before we reacted to things that trigger us, before we react to things that upset us, instead of just jumping all over the person, or even, because when we do, we make assumptions, right? And we don't know their story. So if we paused, took a breath, I believe that we would make better choices. We wouldn't say the things that might hurt that person. So I don't like the coconut cream either. You know what else I don't like is the lemon. I was like, lemon and chocolate. Blah. Anyway, that's just me though. People like different things. That's why they have so many different flavors. Oh. Oh, yeah. My baby girl did too. I did a lot for my boy. And it's funny because I now that he's in college, I'm sorry, Instagram, I'm having a conversation over here. Lisa's telling me that her 13-year-old wants her to do everything for, I don't know if it's her, he, did you say he? You didn't. Anyway, I should know that because I follow you. But now that he's at college, he comes home and I'm like, do you have laundry that you want me to do? I'm like, I want to do stuff for him. Whereas when he was here, living here, I'm like, you need to do your laundry and you need to, I need you to do this and I need you to do that. When he comes home now, I'm like, can I do something for you? It's kind of funny. I lost my train of thought. Pause, breathe, proceed is what I was talking about. That lady. It looks like a cool website. I wish she actually wrote a newsletter because I didn't see anything else that I could sign up for. So if you have a website, guys, you should, in a newsletter, you should definitely be writing. Even if you just write a little story every day, you'll get really good at it. And believe me, I follow people and I see them improve as they write daily. It's really cool. And I don't know. Mine are getting better. Oh, he's a boy. Aw. Love my boys. Love my girl too. Anyway, I think I made my point, right? It's a series of choices. Pause, take a breath, proceed before you make assumptions and jump all over people. And one last point. In the Course for Miracles that I've been listening to, he talked about, I don't even know if the voice is a male, but I think the author might be female. Talked about just taking that moment to plug into the higher power, really just, that's what the breath was for, is just to, like, okay, what's the choice? And it worked yesterday because I was in the store and this is a silly example, but I wanted a snack and I was like, I wanted to grab junk food and I didn't, because I actually took a moment. Later on, I had junk food because I made a bad choice, but whatever. I figure if we keep practicing making the choices, keep practicing, eventually the choices will become automatic, and we improve our lives that way by improving our choices. Okay. I think I made my point. That's all I wanted to say this morning. And I hope, by the way, the reason why I labeled this a cup of hope is because my listeners are home business owners. And I believe you are the hope. You are the American dream because you are the ones out there making a difference. I see it. Do it. Okay. Lisa, you should. You should. I help people set them up, by the way. Yeah. I need it too. That's why I'm here. Because it actually gets me going. But yeah. So if anybody needs any help setting up their autoresponders, that kind of thing, that's kind of what I do. I'm a tech coach. So I sit there for like an hour and we just go over and set up stuff. Whatever you need set up, I get it set up for you quick so you don't have to bang your head against the wall trying to figure it out. So that's what I do. But definitely sign up for my newsletter. I have tips and free stuff on my website. So love you guys. You're the dream. You're the dream. You're the ones. You're the hope. Go out there. Love you. Have a beautiful day.